Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome as well. It's good to have you. And our topic for y'all today, it's the entrepreneurial mindset. 5 characteristics, to cultivate. The entrepreneurial mindset and 5 characteristics you want to cultivate. Now, before we get into our topic here today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can, to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company and how we can help take your business to that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks who are looking to open a new gym and you need funding, you're looking to acquire a gym, you need funding, you have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help provide funding from between $50,000 and up to $400,000 in funding that is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. And the basic qualification for that program is a 680 credit score or better in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and a minimum income of $50,000 per year, each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program, as well as other financing options that we have for your business. And so with that said, let's get into our topic here today, and it's that entrepreneurial mindset. 5 characteristics we want to cultivate. Let me give you some things to think about, because the idea of mindset is one of the crucial things that can take someone who does pretty good to someone who does exceptional. Whether you're in sales, you're a manager, you own an operation, you're getting ready to get into business, all of these things are going to play into that. So number 1, it's a positive mental attitude. Okay? A positive mental attitude. We want to be focused on what can go right. Let's don't focus on what can go wrong, because in any situation, there's always going to be things that aren't going to go like you want. The way I like to put this is we want to be in the solutions business. So whatever gets thrown your way, get in the habit of looking for the solution. Get in the habit of looking for the solution. You want that positive mental mindset. I can't stress this one enough, because I know a lot of folks that are really good at what they do, but when something doesn't go right, it either stops them or gets them off track. And if we can stay in the solutions business, this is going to keep driving us forward. Number 2, a creative mindset. A creative mindset. We want to be creative, right? Okay? Because our business has to evolve and has to continually get better. And the word I would give you here on this is curiosity. We want to be curious. Curious about people, curious about technology, curious about processes, curious about our members, curious about this. Always be asking questions, always be looking, because sometimes it's just little bitty ticks that can make the difference. But get curious about things. Don't, have that positive mindset, be curious, don't be afraid to give things a try, focus on solutions. Number 3, a persuasive communication skill set. We want to be persuasive, right? That's how we want to communicate. And the big message I would give you here, if you're looking to really improve these kind of things, is focus on helping to solve other people's problems. Because if we're able to do that, it's an old Zig Ziglar, quote, when he said, if you help enough people in the world get what they want, you'll get what you want. So think about that. If you help enough people in the world get what they want, you'll get what you want. Pretty persuasive. And in general communication, one of the best things you can do, we teach this in the sales process all the time. You can listen to other videos, talking when we're talking about this, but the power of being agreeable. The power of being agreeable. Hey, I understand. I'd feel the same way if I was in your shoes. Doesn't mean you're crossing over on their side, so to speak. You're just being agreeable. But when you're agreeable and you're focusing on helping people get the results they're looking for, you can all of a sudden become very persuasive. This is what you want to work on in terms of that kind of mindset. Number 4, an intrinsic motivation and drive. Just it's inside of you, right? That motivation and drive for what you're looking to do. The motor's kind of always running. And here's where I would look on that, okay, for you folks that are looking to take that mindset to a new level, is start to think about and be more focused on your powerful why. Okay, you're running this business, you're running this company, you're developing it, you're going to open it up, you're new in sales, whatever it might be. You have goals, right? But why is this important to you? Why is this important to you? Understand that. Okay, is it freedom? I want more freedom. I want to open up, 100 clubs one day. Okay, whatever it might be, but understand why it's important to you. But you have to keep this at top of mind. And whatever those things are, here's a suggestion I would say that would be a good idea for you if you're not doing it, is first thing in the morning when you wake up, write down these kind of goals, why this is important to you. At the end of the day, write it down. You might even consider writing it down in the course of the day whenever you experience disappointment. Because you want to keep this focus, these goals, and why these goals are important, you want to keep it at the forefront. It's easy to lose sight. It's easy to get off track. And the more you have that at the forefront, the more it's going to give you that motivation and that drive really to push through on this. And then last on my list of 5 characteristics that we want to cultivate for this kind of mindset is that tenacity and that ability to learn from failure. That tenacity and that ability to learn from failure. Okay. Now, here's one of the things that how I like to look at this. Okay, is every time we have a meeting, we have a coaching session, I'll always ask the initial 2 questions. Tell me what's working well and what's not. Okay, and so we talk about what's working well. The reason we do, in part, is we want to make sure we continue it. Okay, it's easy to stop doing things if we're not careful, but what's working well, let's make sure we continue it. What's not working so well, what have we failed at, perhaps, okay? And now let's come up with a solution for it. The key thing in there, we don't want the same things to not be working week after week after week. We want to make sure we're addressing them, okay? But learn from that failure. We do the same thing in the sales process. When we train salespeople, this is a core part of it. We use something called the tour log sheet. And so if the salesperson misses the sale, we want to come back with them and go through a tour log sheet to understand kind of what happened, what they do, what could they do different. So if they're presented with that same situation, i.e. kind of that same person again, we don't want to handle it the same way because we may not get the sale. Maybe we didn't get that powerful why. Maybe we didn't, demo some equipment. Maybe we missed some steps. We want to understand it, okay? Because if it doesn't work, my philosophy is let's just fix it. Okay, so you want to develop that tenacity and that ability to learn from failure. And you do it with the other things we talked about, that positive mental attitude, curiosity, okay, helping people get the results they're looking for. You do it with all these things. So folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. I appreciate you being here at the channel today. Hope you found the information beneficial. If you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. To learn more about me, learn more about my company and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then again, for you folks who are looking to open a new gym, you need funding. You're looking to acquire a gym, you need funding. You have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help provide funding from between $50,000 and $400,000 in funding that is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. And the basic qualification for that program is a 680 credit score or better in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program and other financing options that we have for your business. So folks, appreciate you being here on the channel today, and we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.